Hey there, how you doing? My name is Richie and this is my channel, Bronx Brothers Motorcycles. On this channel, we talk about all different types of motorcycles. But on today's video, we're going to be talking about my 94 FXR and the changes that I want to be doing to it. I want to ask your advice on all of these items before I put them on. I'm doing what I would call a mild rebuild. Not doing any paint, not changing wheels out. And I want to take it one step at a time. So I don't want to get ahead of myself and let the cat out of the bag as to what I'm going to be doing. So on my last video, I showed you the bike. I told you that I was considering painting it. And a few of you guys commented that you really like the paint on this bike. You suggested that I leave it. Now I will say, I do like the stars and bars on this bike. What I don't like is the military motif. It has some military airbrush paintings that I'm really not in love with. Now I will let you know that I did a military dedication to my family, as I come from a large military family. My daughter was in Iraq, had family, the Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines, you name it. And the 92 ZX11 that's back there is a 7-time show winner. First place, by the way, and won best of show. I have built a few bikes in my time. So, anyhow, on today's video with this bike, I want to talk about risers and bars. And that's what this video is about. So let's get to it. Well, if this is your first time here, I'm glad you're here. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, I'm glad you're back. So, I've been looking at some risers with bars. Now, I will say one of the things that I want to do with this bike is keep it original to its age. I don't want to do anything too modern, but I know for a fact that Thrash and Supply has risers with bars and bars that are quite popular these days. So the other one that I'm looking at is LA Chopper's Cage Fighter risers with bars. To be honest with you, I like the price point of those. Let me show you both right now. Well, as you can see, they're different in appearance, they're different in price, is the bigger thing for me. I don't want to do anything extravagant. I wouldn't call extravagant, or I don't want to do anything to this bike that would modernize it too much. I know a lot of Dynas are running those Thrash and Supply risers, and I want this to stay FXR. And I think most people that know FXRs can tell one by a mile away. In my case, I always look at the side covers, right? There might be other indicators, looking at the brakes, which hopefully I will be upgrading. Maybe just the front, but that's something down the road. What I will say is, I have a few tricks or changes up my sleeve, but I don't want to let the cat out of the bag just yet, because I want to go at this methodical. So please give me your advice, your opinion on what risers I should use on this bike. Like I said, I want to keep it a little vintagey, if you know what I'm saying. And 94 ain't super old, but yeah, I want to keep it looking like a 94 FXR that's ready to rip some roads. Here in Virginia, we got some twisties. It's not like Florida, and nothing against Florida, because that's where I'm headed in about a month. Going to be going to Daytona Beach Bike Week, and we're going to ride out to Tampa, Punta Gorda, over Alligator Alley, into South Beach, and then down to the Keys for a few days, and then back up to Daytona. So, I do like Florida in the winter, that is. But Virginia, as you know, North Carolina, Tennessee, this whole area right here, Appalachia, West Virginia, has the roads. Tail of the Dragon. There's a lot of roads in this area that are very famous, quite popular with bikers from all over the country. And that's where this bike is going to perform. So, if you haven't seen my last video, I'll put a link right up here. So just click on that and you'll see the first video of me bringing this bike out. I'll tell you all about it. Now, tell you a little bit about myself. I own a variety of bikes. I own 3 Harleys, one's an electric glide. I own that soft tail, the FXR. I also have a 1955 BMW R50, and right behind me is a 2003 GS. That's that bike right there. So, on the lift is a 1992 Kawasaki ZX11 that I have fully customized, frame off. I don't know if you guys know who Larry McBride is, aka Spider-Man, but he did the transmission on that bike. Has a lot of work done to it. I could do rolling burnouts for days on that thing, and it'll hold up. That was the Achilles heel of that bike, was second gear. A lot of people basically ruin second gear when you do a burnout, or shifting from first to second, a power shift. And that was a problem on that bike. Took it into him, he took care of it. He's not very far from here. As a matter of fact, he's probably about an hour away. Anyhow, I'm glad you're here. Like I said, my name is Richie, and I wish to see you back here. So if you want to follow me on this build, go ahead and subscribe. Now, hopefully by next week, I will have the bars and risers on this bike. So I want to start moving things along. So please opine. Give me your opinion, give me your advice on what you think I should do to get this bike rolling. With that being said, you all take care. Watch out with the crazy people on the roads, and I will catch you on the next one. Adios.